Get up! Do you hear me? Get up!" Her voice was shaking, loud, sharp, desperate. But he didn't move. He was sitting on the edge of the bed, mouth slightly open, eyes wide, and empty. Just like that, he was gone. No pain, no drama, just gone. And then, the ambulance. Fast steps, beeping machines, cold hands, a voice. "Kidney failure." It hit the room like a thunderclap. But here's the thing. He didn't drink. He didn't smoke. Took his walks, ate his soups. Everyone said he was pretty healthy for his age. So how? How do kidneys fail in someone who never felt sick? Let me tell you something that no one likes to say out loud. Kidney damage doesn't scream. It whispers. For years. That morning stiffness in your back, the puffiness around your eyes, the urine that smells just a little off. People brush it off. It's just age, they say. But it's not age. It's warning. And here's the cruel twist. By the time symptoms show up loud and clear, it's already advanced. That man on the bed, he had signs. He ignored them. And it cost him everything. Why are we talking about this? Because kidneys don't get headlines. They don't trend. They're not sexy like the heart or visible like the skin. But they work harder than both. Every single day, your kidneys filter up to 50 gallons of blood. They clean it, balance your fluids, regulate pressure, remove toxins. They are your body's secret guardians. But they're under attack from salt, sugar, meds, dehydration, inflammation, and, the worst enemy of all, neglect. Here's the real question. What if you could help them? Not with extreme diets, not with expensive pills, but with simple foods. Gentle, natural, powerful. Foods that flush toxins, reduce inflammation, restore balance. Not fads, not hype. Real help. You've seen people break down in months, swollen, pale, weak. You've seen others shine at 80, strong and clear-headed. What's the difference? Often it starts with this, what they eat and what they don't. And today, we're talking about kidney cleansing foods that work quietly but deeply. No fear, no fluff. Just the truth your body's been waiting for. Ready? Let's begin. His name is Walter, 71, retired mechanic, lived in Ohio his whole life, big hands, slow walk. That kind of man who fixed things with silence and steel. Didn't like doctors, didn't like fuss, didn't like talking about pain. Just a little tired, he'd say. Did too much yard work. Didn't sleep well, that's all. But something was wrong. He used to be up by 6, first coffee, then out with the dog. By 9, tools in hand. Then one morning he stayed in bed, then 2, then 3. His wife Ellen noticed it first. He'd lost weight, but not the good kind. His skin looked gray, not pale, not sick, just wrong. He started forgetting things, simple things. He'd leave the tap running. He'd pour salt, then forget he'd already poured it. He'd say, "I feel foggy," and just sit down, mid-sentence. They ran tests, blood pressure, sky high, creatinine, off the charts. His kidneys. "Barely functioning," said the doctor. Walter just stared. "But I don't feel sick," he said. And that's the trap. Kidney damage doesn't come with flashing red lights. It creeps in while you smile, while you drive, while you plan your Sunday barbecue. Walter had been loading his kidneys for decades. Painkillers for the knees, too little water, too much processed food, too much salt, too much trust that his body could handle it. And it did. For a while, until it didn't. The doctor said the word dialysis. Walter didn't know what that meant. He thought it was temporary. It wasn't. 3 times a week, 4 hours each session, tubes, machines, waiting rooms. He was angry, at himself, at the system, at time. But Ellen didn't give up. She dove into research, learned about kidney load, toxins, micronutrients. She threw out half the pantry. She started cooking differently. No more broth cubes, no more instant anything, fresh produce, lots of water, homemade food, and herbs, the right ones. It didn't reverse everything, but Walter started waking up earlier again. He smiled more, laughed more. His numbers? Still high, but stable. no worse, no panic. And that is a win, because in the world of kidneys, stability is victory. He even told the doctor one day, with a grin, "You know, food might not be medicine, but it's sure as hell not poison anymore." This story, it's not rare, it's not special. It's what happens when someone finally listens to their body and fights back, gently. You don't have to wait for dialysis. You don't have to reach the edge. You can help your kidneys right now with what's in your kitchen. And in a moment, we'll show you how. But first, let's understand why it works. Imagine your kidneys as a pair of tireless gardeners. Every day, they tend to a massive garden. Your bloodstream. This garden is filled with plants, nutrients, minerals, water, and weeds, toxins, waste, excess salts. Their job? To pull out the weeds without uprooting the good plants. Sounds simple, right? But here's the catch. When you flood the garden with poison, processed food, chemicals, too much salt, medications, those weeds grow fast. And the gardeners get overwhelmed. They slow down. Imagine trying to weed a garden while a storm floods it every day. That's what your kidneys face. Now, inside these gardeners' tools are tiny filters called nephrons. Millions of them. Each nephron is like a mini sieve, filtering your blood drop by drop. When the toxins pile up, those sieves clog. They become inflamed, swollen, and like any overworked tool, they start to break. You don't see this happening because it's silent. No pain bells, no flashing lights, just a gradual loss of function. But it's not just about filtering. Kidneys also regulate your blood pressure. They balance electrolytes like sodium, potassium, calcium, essential for your muscles and nerves. When kidneys fail, this balance tips over. Blood pressure spikes, heart suffers, brain fog appears. It's a chain reaction. Here's where diet comes in. Uncertain foods can help. Imagine foods as gentle rain that cleanses the garden. They reduce inflammation, flush toxins, and protect the nephrons. Take berries, for example. Rich in antioxidants, those tiny warriors that fight free radicals, the unstable molecules that damage cells. Or garlic, nature's antibiotic and anti-inflammatory rolled into one. It helps clear out bacteria, reduces swelling, and supports kidney function. And water? Not just hydration. Water flushes toxins, dilutes waste, and keeps the nephrons working smoothly. But here's the trap many fall into. They think more water is always better. Wrong. Too much water can stress the kidneys too. It's about balance. You must listen to your body. Another key enemy, excess salt. Salt makes your body hold on to water. That means more work for kidneys, pumping, filtering, balancing. Think of salt as heavy traffic in the garden paths. Too much traffic, and the gardeners can't move fast enough. Your kidneys need less salt, more potassium, found in fruits, veggies, to restore flow. And sugar? It's poison in disguise. Sugar causes inflammation, damages blood vessels, and increases risk of kidney disease. Cutting sugar, even just a little, can shift the entire balance. So it's not magic, it's biology. Your kidneys respond to what you feed them. Support them with the right foods. Avoid the poisons. And you give your gardeners a chance to heal. Because kidneys don't just filter blood, they filter your life. Every choice you make, every bite, either helps them bloom or makes their job impossible. And that, in a nutshell, is why a kidney cleansing diet works. Simple foods, powerful effects. Ready to hear what those foods are? Let's dive in. Let me tell you about Susan, 62, retired schoolteacher, always busy, always on the go. She loved her morning coffee, black, strong, and endless. "I need it to wake up," she said. "Without it, I'm useless." But Susan didn't know this. That very first cup on an empty stomach was quietly attacking her kidneys. Here's what happens. Coffee is a diuretic. It makes you pee more, a lot more. If you drink it without water, your body loses fluids fast. Dehydration creeps in. And when kidneys don't get enough water, they panic. They hold on to toxins. They work overtime to keep balance. It's like asking a firefighter to run into a burning building without water. Impossible. Deadly. Susan started feeling tired midday, craving more coffee, more sugar. A vicious cycle. Then she tried something simple. She poured a big glass of water first thing in the morning, before coffee. She waited 10 minutes, and then had her coffee. Guess what happened? Her kidneys stopped sounding alarms. Her energy stabilized. Her headaches vanished. Simple water. The quiet hero. So here's your first step. Wake up, drink a full glass of water, pause, then enjoy your coffee, if you must. No empty stomach, no silent kidney attacks, just gentle hydration. Because sometimes saving your kidneys is as simple as a glass of water. Try it tomorrow and watch how your body thanks you. Meet George, 68, a retired accountant with a sweet tooth the size of Texas. Every afternoon he reached for candy bars, pastries, anything sugary. "I deserve it," he'd say. "I worked hard." But sugar, it's a sneaky enemy. George didn't know that every spoonful was lighting a fire inside his kidneys. Here's the thing. Sugar spikes blood sugar. High blood sugar means inflammation. Inflammation means damage to the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys. Imagine pouring gasoline on a small flame. That flame grows, and your kidneys start to burn from the inside out. George started feeling sluggish. His ankles swelled. He ignored it. Then one day his doctor said, "Cut the sugar or face serious problems." George took it seriously. He swapped candy for fresh berries, nuts, and dark chocolate. The good kind. The results? Energy came back. Swelling went down. His kidneys? They stopped screaming. Sugar's sweet taste isn't worth the price. Cut it. Slowly, carefully. But cut it. And then there's Maria, 70, proud grandmother, loved her soups. But there was one trap, the salty broth cubes she used every day. "Just a pinch," she'd say. But salt is a kidney saboteur. Too much salt makes your body hold water. Swelling in legs, puffiness in the face, high blood pressure, kidneys working overtime. Maria didn't realize the salt was a slow poison until she tried cooking fresh, homemade stocks, fresh herbs, lemon juice instead of salt. The change was dramatic. Her blood pressure dropped. Her energy lifted. Her doctor smiled. It wasn't magic. It was smart cooking. So here's the advice. Cut the salt. Read the labels. Cook fresh. Use herbs, spices, lemon. Flavor without the burden. Your kidneys will breathe easier. And you'll feel lighter, clearer, stronger. 6. Listen, this isn't about fear. It's about choice. You have the power to change your story. Walter did. Susan did. George and Maria did. They found strength in simple changes. No magic pills. No complicated diets. Just respect for their bodies. Your kidneys don't ask for much. They just want care, attention, gentle support. They want to be heard before the crisis hits. So here's what I want you to remember. Every meal is a chance. Every sip of water, a promise. Every small habit, a brick in the foundation of your health. This journey isn't about rushing. It's about patience, consistency, kindness to yourself. Your body is not your enemy. It's your oldest friend, and it's never too late to start. Take a breath. Look in the mirror. Say, "I choose health. I choose life." Because you do. You deserve it. And your kidneys? They're ready to fight with you. One gentle step at a time. The future? It's waiting. Bright, strong, full of years you haven't lived yet. All you need to do is begin, right now, right here, and I'll be with you, every step of the hour.